Hey guys, welcome back to LoopHub. Today we'll show you 7 super gross moments on My Feet Are Killing Me, Part 6. Let's head into it. Number 7. Robert the Wall-Eyed Nudist. Being a nudist, it seems, is comparable to being a crossfitter, a vegan, or a pilot. It's the first thing Robert says to Dr. Schaefer about it. Two things become abundantly clear after he removes his shoes. To begin with, Robert should wear socks to keep his toenails from rubbing against his filthy shoes. That could play a role in the spread of the fungus. 2. He'd almost certainly be allowed to break the rules by wearing socks by the other nudists. His method is straightforward. The big toenail is yanked off with one needle and a little anesthetic. Yikes. Dr. Schaefer uses a laser to fry the remaining meat. In his exit interview, Robert mentions nudism 26 more times. Number 6. Morgan's 12 toes. To be honest, this girl has a lot more on her mind than a 6th toe on each foot. She weighs well over 300 pounds, is socially awkward, looks a lot like wrestling manager Paul Bearer, and writes paranormal erotica. The extra toes are actually double pinkies, with a tiny peace sign over the edge of each foot. Amputating was completed with a snip-snip, a bone saw, and a snip-snip. Dr. Schaefer and the other attractive doctor have finished their work. Number 5. Stacy's infected wound. Her right foot appears to have 2 bones growing through the middle of it, and there is severe bruising all the way to the heel. The rest appears to be a 2nd-degree burn. It's clear that it's infected, and if it gets wet, it's a complete disaster. There are no hikes with the family in this house. Dr. Vincent performs the surgery by removing a large chunk of meat from the bottom of Stacy's foot. You're second best if you think you have high arches. After a skin graft, her foot resembles the inside of a jelly donut, rather than a mistreated Civil War battle wound at her follow-up appointment. Number 4. David's mummified feet. It's disgusting to take David's socks off. David, without a doubt, has never applied lotion to his feet. Dr. Schaefer's almost disgusted by the toenail fungus. The skin flake off like a croissant, and his toenails resemble the disgusting, crusty, short McDonald's french fries you throw away when you're almost full. Unfortunately, David is a hemophiliac, so crossing the landmine of his feet without drawing blood is impossible. Dr. Schaefer has his red badge of courage on this 2nd toe in. Number 3. Jake's warts. To begin with, Jake wore the most ridiculous boots imaginable to see a podiatrist, which is ridiculous. Why add to the difficulty of the situation by using 10-foot laces? Jake, on the other hand, has a bunch of black-rooted warts on his feet that have calloused over, preventing him from doing foot modeling. That's kinda boring. Dr. Schaefer scrapes them all off, applies acid, and wraps them in bandages as soon as possible. Thank you for paying the copay. Number 2. The bulging frisbee on Paul's foot. First and foremost, My Feet Are Killing Me created a lot of intrigue around Reed's bulging foot. However, once he removes his sock, it's on full display and resembles one of those rubber stoppers found on the front of roller skates. Paul's small kickstand makes standing, walking, and running difficult. His girlfriend, on the other hand, is borderline callous, taking the dog for a walk almost as soon as she appears on screen. Paul has to walk on the outside of his foot, which causes him knee pain and gives him the appearance of being constipated. His girlfriend thinks it's cancerous, but I'm more concerned about his blotchy Joe Dirt style facial hair. Dr. Vincent has to perform surgery, and it appears to be a difficult procedure. The incision is about 1/3 of the width of his foot and leaves a massive gap. It's like putting a size 5 shoe on a size 8 foot. When it comes to sewing it back together, maybe something out of a Chris Farley skit. Number 1. Kiara's big toe. Kiara has to be concerned every morning about getting off on the wrong foot. Quite literally, her right big toe is huge and square, reminding her of geometry class in high school. It causes her excruciating pain and resembles 2 nails glued together. At first, I thought I had double vision and needed to put the whiskey down. It's more likely though that she stubbed her toe 500 times last week and needs to rearrange her furniture after doing a double shot take. The most amusing part was when she was overcharged for a pedicure. That's just plain petty. She's upset because people make fun of her toe, but she refuses to wear socks to solve the problem. She had never had an x-ray before, but she finally decided it was time to get one. Dr. Schaefer demonstrates an extra toe bone sprouting from her right big toe. A gruesome operation follows. The thrill begins with a jab of something sharp under her toenail, and there was some yanking, jerking, and ripping off half of it, as well as some skin damage. After that, the surplus bones is removed, as there were apparently 2 parts of it. What do you think about these moments? Which one was the grossest one? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.